Hi, my name is Max Retzloff, and today I'm going to talk about my Education 475 direct instruction lesson on pickleball. This lesson was actually done in October, and it was done for the ninth grade, and it is in the physical education content area. And today I'm going to talk about our lesson that I was reviewing how to hit the forehand and backhand in the game of pickleball. Pickleball is a game that can be played with a plastic paddleball racket and a rubber ball or tennis ball. The lesson went really well for a few reasons. First, it was a new unit that we introduced to the students, and they were not bored with the curriculum. Second, it was exciting for the students to be on the beautiful tennis courts that the school has on its campus. The venue was just a little different, so it was refreshing to be in a new environment. And third, they enjoyed learning a new and fun sport that was easy to pick up the skills. So our objective for today was going to have the students review the forehand and backhand and also start learning how to serve and play points a little bit if they progress that far. But mostly it was review on the forehand and backhand in the game of pickleball. So over here, as you can see, we have the California content standards, and the physical education content standard came from course 3A, which was the high school adventure and outdoor activities. So the students needed to be able to demonstrate knowledge of and competency in motor skills, movement patterns, and strategies needed to perform a variety of physical activities. They needed to demonstrate advanced knowledge and skills in a dual activity. So here are the standards right here. And as we scroll down, we're going to get into the culturally responsive pedagogy and the adaptations that were made. So most of this lesson was done in a partnered strategy for ELs or special education students. And the activities that we did below were good for any type of student, whether they were a student with special needs or a student who had a language barrier or just a regular general education student. And the adaptations that I used for ELs was that I would visually, demonstrate the skills and partner up students with a student that speaks their language. The comfort level of the student would rise due to the reducing language barrier, and it would be more effective environment. So every student could excel in this environment. The adaptations for a student with special challenges, with that like intellectual disabilities, would be that they usually have an aide or a student that could help them see and follow the directions of the skills. The last adaptation would be multiple intelligences that we addressed. We hit 7 of the 8 intelligences, and like I said earlier, I love the fact that physical education hits so many of these multiple intelligences. I was a visual learner and a hands-on type of learner, and that helped me escalate the level that I was able to comprehend material. So I love the fact that we hit linguistic, bodily and kinesthetic, spatial, mathematical, interpersonal, intrapersonal, and the naturalistic of being outside. Strategy for assessment was just teacher observation of the students doing basic introductory skill work. This was very informal, and we just would rotate watching the students do skills, and then we would go from activity to activity. The materials and the equipment and technology used were the pickleball rackets, tennis balls, the Claremont High School tennis courts, and an iPad for timing and videos. So here, let's talk about the lesson. The students all have to change into PE clothes, which are a t-shirt and shorts, and that is so that they're in very non-restrictive clothing, so they can move around and do the different exercises. The students change into their PE clothes, then they report to the tennis courts for their roll call, so their attendance is taken. Next, the students go into their dynamic warm-up, which consists of high knees, skipping, arm circles, karaoke, jogging, squats, and these are all very good exercises that help warm your body up very quickly. and they do it as a group. As soon as the students are finished doing their dynamic warm up, the students are then shown and we talk about the lesson, and they're shown how to we just review doing the ups, downs, and flip skills, which is how many times the ball can hit the paddle racket, moving the bouncing the ball up off the racket in a minute's time. Downs is bouncing the ball on the ground as many times as they can under control for a minute, and flips is when you flip each side of the racket with each tapping of the ball. So it's going, they're turning each side of the racket and working on the eye-hand coordination skills. These are really good skills that are used in any basic racket sports. The students then go into the next, they progress to the basic rally warm-up, which means they're partnered in groups of 2. And we're using 8 courts. And what that looks like is right down here. These are 8 courts that we'll use. There'll be 4 students on each court, and they are facing each other very close to the net over here, and they are just trying to lift the ball over the net in the boxes, and they're going to try to do that for 10 times. After they complete that, they're allowed to move back past the service line, which are these lines right here. Try to do that. And after they've completed that, they then go into kind of a doubles competition where they play with their partner. There's a student here and a student here, and they're a doubles team, and they just put the ball in play inside the boxes and play a rally till somebody misses or hits the ball out, and they play those games until they get to about 15. So that is a summary of the skills and the activities that we did in this class. Some of the final comments that I'd like to make about this is that the students really enjoyed this activity and they loved playing it. It was a great unit, and it's a great family game that students can play and go out to the courts with their families and enjoy some family time that is healthy and a little competitive. Thanks for listening, and this is Max Retzloff signing off.